as we go through, a lot of times we learn that when God sends us through stuff, we may not understand why he's doing it, but we learn by studying and reading his word to accept his will and his way. And when we chastise our children sometimes, we do it to make them better, to discipline them sometimes. So sometimes God sends us through stuff and it may hurt us, and it'll hurt us, but he's doing it for our good. So I'm going to present to you a little skit. And this skit is showing how God works as an artist. When an artist creates something or sculptures something, if there's a bad place on it, he gets chiseled and he chisels out that bad place and smooth it out and get it like he wants it and needs it to be. So he removes all things that's not needed. Just like in our lives, God removes things from our lives that's not needed there. So sometimes when people tell me that you don't look like what you've been through, that's because God had to sculpture me. He had to chisel me. He had to knock off some stuff and smooth out some stuff and get me fixed up like he wanted me to be. So he molded me to be what he needed to be. So just like with cancer, when God being the artist, he molds us. So he sculptures us and he removes all that stuff sometimes that's cancer that's not needed. When we're sick and we get in trouble, sometimes we want to test God. We want to test him, like, well, God, if you are God, why you allow me to do this? Or if you're God, why don't you show me this? Or if you're God, why don't you give me this? We can't test God. God's not a test taker, So we just have to depend on him and believe in him. So right now I'm going to present the skit called The Chisel to you, played by my son, Alan Jones, and my goddaughter, Charlotte James. The Chisel.
Ephesians 2:10 says, we're God's workmanship. In essence, we're his masterpiece. I don't know about you, but when I wake up in the morning and look in the mirror, I don't see a masterpiece. More like a Picasso. But I want to be a masterpiece. I want to be everything that God has created me to be. So I go to God in prayer and I say, God, remove things out of my life that's not supposed to be there. Mold me into the image of your son. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Hi.
Whoa, who are you?
I'm God.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. You said the prayer. That's how it works, so I appear.
Okay, if you're God, then make it snow here.
I really wouldn't want to do all of that because then it would get yucky in here. So I really wouldn't want to do all of that.
See, I told you you're not God.
Why would you say that?
God doesn't say yucky.
Yes, I do. It's a Greek word.
Okay, if you're God, then what does Lamentations 15:9 say?
Lamentations is a very short book. It only has 5 chapters.
Why was it so short?
I was tired of lamenting.
Okay, if you're God, who's going to win the World Series this year?
You know what? I'm not so much into playing games. I'm trying to figure why you're so much into playing games.
Maybe you are God.
What gave it away?
You answered my question with the question.
I did? Oh, I do that, don't I? I did it again. Step right up. Here we go. Step up. Here we go. Let's get started.
What is this about?
These are the tools I'm going to use to make you into my original masterpiece, all right? Step up. Here we go.
Wait a minute. I thought you were a carpenter.
That's my son. Step up. Here we go. Let's get started here.
How do you know what to choose and what to leave off?
I'm going to remove everything in your life that is not of me. Things you really don't need, like dead weight and...
Speaking of dead weight, can you chisel right in here? Because I tried to eat right. I tried dieting. I even tried Pilates, and y'all know we don't do Pilates.
All right. Are you going to talk or can I chisel? Talk, chisel, talk, chisel, talk, chisel.
Come on, chisel.
All right.
Bring on that chisel.
Most of my children, they just love to talk.
Not me. Bring on that chisel.
All right, here we go. You have problems with anger? Lots of pride? You compare yourself to others instead of me? You pretend to be busy, but you're really, really lazy. You have a problem with lust.
Hold up. I do not have a problem with lust.
You don't have a problem with lust.
I can get it anytime I want to.
Step up, here we go.
But God, I think I'm doing pretty good here.
You know what? You are doing very good. But tell me this. When you look in this mirror, who do you see?
I see me.
Well, all right. I need to keep chiseling because I need you and everyone else in this room to see my son, all right? Here we go. Step
But
up.
God, wait a minute. When I start looking more like your son, people get uncomfortable around me. They say, oh, Charlotte thinks she's more holy than thou.
You know, so what you're saying is you'd rather play God over a small area of your life than allow me to be God over your entire life.
I didn't say that.
That's what you meant.
Well, maybe I did. But God, I mean, it's like you know everything I'm trying to say before I even say it. I mean, we can just take a little time out, come back to it, and then we can just kind
You know, right now what you're doing is so common among my children. It's called control. So do you want to control things in your life, or can I chisel? Control, chisel, control,
No,
chisel?
chill.
All right.
Can you just kind of chill where I want you to chill?
That's called control. You ready for this?
Yeah, I guess.
You've been holding on to this for a long time.
That hurts.
It hurts me a lot more than it hurts you.
Oh! You don't understand this pain.
Pain? Don't talk to me about pain. I know all about pain, about sin. I sent my son here to die for pain, for sin, but also did it for another reason. I did it to give you freedom. You know what insanity is? Insanity is when you keep going to these same empty places over and over and over again, but they simply don't work in your life. But when you think back to when you were a child, when you were in high school, whenever you were down and out, whenever you were hurt, whenever you were angry, you went to the same empty places, the same empty friends, that came with the same empty results, but they simply don't work for your life.
I was just thinking,
Your thoughts are not my thoughts.
we could try another way then.
Your ways are not my ways.
God, I can't be good.
You can't be good. I made you good. Be good. What? What is it?
You wouldn't understand.
Our God of the entire universe would not understand something one of my children have to say. Try me.
But I've let you down so many times.
No. You were never holding me up. In this relationship, I hold you up with my victorious, righteous right hand. Don't you forget that. In this relationship, I hold you up.
Go ahead and chill to God. Every time I wake up in the morning, there's a scared little girl who wants to act like an adult, who wants to be an adult, but she can't. But go ahead and chill.
You've listened to far too many voices from far too many people from far too long that are not of me. You think you're junk, don't you? You really think you're junk. Listen to me. I don't make junk. What would that say about me? What can I do to show you that my love for you, it has no boundaries, it has no limits? Here, I know. Reach in your back pocket.
What?
Reach in your back pocket.
Why?
Are you arguing with me? Reach in your back pocket.
God.
Yes?
She said, God, I'll do that.
You were just saying my name in vain.
It's just a word, it's just a saying. I was just saying, God.
You know, it's more than just a word. It's more than just a saying. It's more than just a name or a bad habit. It's the name of all names. I'm about to teach you something about my name. Reach in your back pocket. You know what that is?
It's a page or a journal when I was in high school. I love Michael Jones.
Other side, other side, other side.
Dear God, today I'm turning everything over to you. I'm not going to hold on to anything anymore. Your word says that you will make me your masterpiece and use me to do great things. I don't see how this is possible, but I want to do that with all that I am. So please do whatever it takes to make me what you want. I love you, God.
And I love you too, Charlotte. And I love you far too much to leave you where you are. This salvation that you hold, don't look at it as some piece of head knowledge. Look at it as me wanting the best for you. You are one of my original masterpieces. In you, I find favor. These tools that I hold, don't look at them as a prison or a form of punishment. Look at them as a form of discipline, the way a father disciplines his child. A father disciplines the ones that he loves.
No, it's gonna be so tough.
Yeah, it will be tough and it will be hard. But you, just like many others, bought into the lie thinking by accepting me as the head of your life, that with the snap of a finger, your life would be easy. And that's just not how it works. I know. Repeat after me. I want you to look out here and say, I am one of God's original masterpieces.
I want to go.
No. Not the way you see yourself or the way someone out here might see you, but the way I see you.
I'm one of God's original masterpieces.
Yes,
and
you
so
are.
are you. God doesn't make junk. Thank you.